Yo, this is SoulDrum86 bringing you another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the AEW Unmatched Collection Darby Allin. I actually missed out on the last Darby Allin figure. The price has gone up, not too much, but enough for me not to get that one. So I was very happy that they did another version fairly quick. But yeah, man, this figure is pretty dope. Like I said, I wanted the last Darby Allin figure and ended up getting the TNT belt, which I actually wanted the I mean, they're probably still going to make it anyway. I'm going to pass on the Miro that's out now, aka Rusev. I'm going to pass on him now and wait until they come out with a new Miro that has the white strap TNT championship. This belt is cool. This belt is actually really big. This is about as big as the heavyweight AEW championship belt, but still looks good. It's all nice and shiny and whatnot. But yeah, man, this Darby Allin figure is really cool. I dig it. I really dig it. And as a matter of fact, hold on, let me take. All right, that was a lot of. No, I was trying to take some of the shine off, but I hope that's still coming up pretty good on camera. He does come with his skateboard. The face of TNT. I love the details in this. And then on the back, Darby Allin, Relentless. This is actually really cool, man. He actually stands on this good, as you saw in the beginning of the video. Yeah, man, I really dig this figure. Now, one thing, too, and I think I forgot to mention this in my last AEW figure showcase. One of the things that I love about what they do with their figures, and they only messed up twice. To my knowledge, they've only messed up on this twice. But they use a very, very, very soft rubber material for like knee pads, elbow pads. So you still get a lot of like all of these figures are double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. So if if a wrestler has elbow pads or knee pads, you can actually still get that full range of motion without the rubber like knee pads getting in the way. Now, I can show you an example of what I mean when you look at WWE Elite figures, and I'll just get the Macho Man for example. Like, this is ridiculous. I like this figure, don't get me wrong. Love this Macho Man figure. But I don't know why Mattel won't get a softer material for these. They do this almost every single time. It's ridiculous. And it's the same with elbow pads. If a wrestler has elbow pads, you're not going to be able to move Mattel figures if they have this. I was about to cuss. If they have this on. Like, you can't move it. This has double jointed knees, but you can't move it. It's ridiculous. However, like I mentioned, the AEW figures is completely different. And the reason why I'm bringing that up with this figure is, again, this isn't a soft goods coat that he has on, right? But look at how soft the material is. You can get his arms out fairly easy. Look at that. No problem. No problem. I know his hand does get a little caught right here. But, and this is just showing you guys more of the details that are in the fig. Or I should say that are on the figure. On the back, you see the Relentless tattoo. Like, all of these details are nice, and it's painted all the way up, so it doesn't really break up with the sculpt. Yeah, man, this is a really cool action figure, man. I gotta say. The details in the face right there. Yeah, it's my light was just so bright. That's why I had turned the light off real quick, but it's actually looking a lot better. But yeah, man, this is a really good figure. I cannot complain. Now, okay, let me go back to the coat. Nice, flimsy material. You can get the figure. You can take this off of the figure fairly easy. Now, where AEW messed up or I should say Jazzwares. Where they messed up was SCU, Scorpio Sky, and Frankie Kazarian. This is Frankie's coat. This is extremely tough. This was a pain to get off. I'm shocked I didn't have to rip this one. But I did have to cut Scorpio Sky's hoodie off because that was insane. I was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm not putting this stuff back on them. Now, if it was easier to put this stuff back on, I would have displayed them with their entrance gear on. But I don't know what Jazzwares was thinking, not using the same material that they used for this. How come they didn't use this same material for this? This is insane. like this was nuts. This was Mattel level right here, man. This was actually worse than Mattel. Like, it was a pain to literally take off SCU's entrance gear. Like, yeah. So nah. But yeah, man. This is just a quick little. Oops, sorry, bumping the camera. This is just a quick little review, man. Like, as you can see, he's got nice articulation. They all pretty much share the same articulation all around. But this is one of the better articulated AEW figures. And I think a lot of that is because of the type of wrestler Darby Allin is, the certain move sets he does. Which, by the way, if I could talk real quick about AEW, I am really loving what I'm seeing from them now. I don't know if they listened to... AEW's kind of always had a mixture of matches. And here's what I mean by that. A lot of the times when you watch wrestling, and yes, the last time I watched WWE, I don't know if it's changed, but the last time I watched WWE, if you watch a full night of wrestling, the majority of the matches all look the same. They have the same pace, very fast paced, spot fest matches, no slow burn matches, no drag out matches where a guy is like trying to weaken one part of the body and, they're kind of taunting to the crowd. Kind of the old school pace, right? Ever since the beginning, when AEW first premiered, I did notice that you would have your spot fest matches, you would have your kind of medium paced matches, you would have your slower matches. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers when, I forgot which event it was at. It was one of the pay-per-views, but where Pac fought Adam Page. That match was so old school, man. It was, and for Pac to be involved in that match with all the high flying stuff he does, it was nice that they didn't turn that match into a spot fest. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, lately what I've been seeing a lot in AEW, because I've been watching weeks of Rampage and Dynamite ever since All Out and stuff like that, or ever since they got the fans back. And I'm seeing a lot of well-paced matches that are really given time to kind of tell a story in the ring. I'm seeing that a lot now, and I really love that. Like, it's making me love AEW even more, because the only matches that are really like spot after spot after spot are the tag team matches. And usually those involve like the Young Bucks. But for the most part, all of the one-on-one matches that I've seen, whether it's the females wrestling, anybody, their matches are very well paced. Like on Dynamite last week, it was Miro and I forgot the guy that he was fighting, the luchador dude. I'm blanking on his name. But that match was even like, it felt very old school. Like, I love those kind of matches, and that's what I was missing in wrestling a lot. But anyways, I'm going off on, it's still the same subject matter. But anyways, this figure is cool, man. I really do dig this, man. I'm loving the AEW stuff, man. Like I said, I don't know if I really made it clear before, but this is kind of going to be my focus moving forward, is AEW and Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat stuff. So yeah, man, I've looked around at my collection, and I'm really set on a lot of stuff that I have. I'm set on Transformers. I'm set on NECA stuff. I'm set on DC stuff, Marvel Legends. You name it. I'm set. Even WWE stuff. I'm set. So now my focus is AEW and Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat. So yeah, man, Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, this is Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.